Hi, welcome. I'm Milena. So you feel like you've been hijacked by social media. I'm not trying to vilify social media. I completely understand the desire to connect or to see interesting, educational, funny things and to connect to people across the world or around issues. That all makes sense. It's happened to me, and I think I might be spawning a few little screen zombies, so I get it. The challenge of social media to our well-being is that it is constantly putting you in a place of external focus. So you're practicing reacting to things constantly flying at you, sometimes for hours at a time, rather than getting centered and connected to yourself. It's the exact opposite of being grounded. And it can become very Pavlovian, getting that little hit of sugar water, that hit of interest, that hit of entertainment, that hit of drama. And it holds our attention and trains us to bring our awareness always outside of ourselves. And whatever we do a lot of, we usually get good at. And that's why I think it's important to mitigate and monitor how much time we give to social media, because if we get into that habit of getting that little sugar hit, that hit of stimulus, it can become addictive. And if we make a habit of constantly reacting to everything external, it can feel like we're a bit of a leaf in a stream, and it's hard to get centered. And I think whether that's social media or anything in our lives, if we are constantly reacting to the office gossip or the annoying thing your sister said or the unfair parking ticket, we're just feeling like we're flying off the handle left and right. And it's probably a good time to spend some time to get centered and calm. Yoga is a great way to do that. Obviously, so is meditation. I think those are the magical antidotes, among others. I'm going to suggest to connect your awareness within to get that energy, to get that sense of fulfillment. I believe that the core of our being is connected to the same energy of all living things, and that when we take a bit of time to get still, we can connect to that place to find that energy, to find that fulfillment from a stronger, more grounded place. If you practice a habit of getting internally focused, then when things are flying at you, rather than just reacting along old habit patterns, you can take a moment to be centered and respond rather than just react. I think that even applies to things that might not affect you directly, but that just grab your emotions. As being a human citizen on this planet, there are so many things that tug at our emotional and mental heartstrings or trigger us. Of course, I'm not saying to ignore those things. Part of the beauty of being human is that we care about things beyond ourselves and others and the world we live in. The challenge is to still try to balance it out and stay centered and not get lost in the vortex of it all. Your world, and I believe the world in general, will benefit more from you being centered, happier, and energized. Namaste. And on that note, let's begin some yoga. So take a deep breath. Let each breath get a little longer, a little slower. Relax the muscles across your face, your jaw, and just bring awareness to that breath coming into your body. And I'm going to encourage you, if you don't already use Ujjayi breath in your practice, to try for this class. So the classic Ujjayi breath, you inhale through the nose. It's an exhale through the nose. And on that exhale, you just do a slight constriction at the back of the throat to get that ocean sound. So just as if you're fogging up a pane of glass to draw on it. It's just that little deliberation with that exhale. And this not only heats up the body, but it helps bring your focus into the body through your practice. So just try it a bit, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling through the nose, and if you can add that little constriction. One more time, inhale deeply, then exhale. And feel yourself breathing that oxygen, that energy into your body as one harmonious entity from the tip of your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Feel that each breath is energizing your body. And then I invite you to set an intention for your practice, or perhaps your day or week, and just see how it sits in the body. If you can picture it vividly, allow yourself to just fill it in, fill in the colors. And when you're ready, just release that intention, wiggling your fingers, open your eyes, and now inhaling, arms up, and exhale to heart center. And now extend the arms out, rotate the palms up, letting those shoulders still fall away from the ears, and just breathe. And on the next inhale, arms come up, and exhale to heart center. One more time, inhale, arms up, and exhale to heart center. And now bring the arms up, palms facing each other, shoulders away from the ears, and just tilting over to the left. Inhale it up, over to the right. Inhale it up, and on the exhale, forward fold, breathing right into the back. Using the core, bring the arms up. And plant that left palm, extend right arm over, and breathe. Let that palm take the weight of the body. Breathing right into the ribs. So it's not so much about this arm being over your head or as far as it can reach, it's more about opening the ribs. And on the next inhale, bring it up. Exhale, plant the right palm, extend left arm over, and breathe. Let that weight be taken by that right palm. And breathe. And on the next inhale, bring it up. Exhaling over and sway side to side. And one last time, over to the right. Fingertips to the knees, circling the shoulders back. And reverse. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Inhale, lengthening the spine, reaching tall. Exhale, twist back. Inhale, lengthen, reaching. And on the exhale, just find the edge of the twist. And on the next exhale, coming over, back to center and all the way through for a gentle counter twist. Inhaling, arms up. And exhale over to the right. Left hand comes across, right fingertips centered behind the hips. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can always bring it out to the side. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, twist back. And one more time. And then on the exhale, come back to center and then all the way through. Just gentle counter twist. Allow yourself to feel this in the neck. And back to center. And now we're going on to all fours. So hands are directly below the shoulders, knees are pelvis width apart. And on the exhale, rounding it out, look to the belly button. Inhale, tip the tailbone up, articulating through each vertebrae, crown of the head to the sky. Softening the elbows, round it out on the exhale. Inhale it up. And if you'd like, just add a little flow as you come down, exhaling it out. Inhale back up. Eyes as far as they'll go up to the ceiling or sky. Exhale, round it out. Inhale it up. And then just bring your back to neutral, flat back. Make sure you're still balanced. Ground the weight into that right palm. Inhale, left arm up, thumb pointing to the ceiling. Exhale, right heel back. And breathe. And keep your focus on your mat. So the crown of your head is pointing forward. Find your focal point. In yoga, it's called your drishti. And on the exhale, just bring the elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. And one last time. Inhale, open. And then just place the palm down, knee down. You can wiggle it out a little bit if you'd like. And then just switch. Ground the weight into that left palm. Right arm comes up, thumb pointing to the sky. Exhale, left heel back. Find your balance. Find that focal point. And on your exhale, elbow to knee. Try not to let your waist collapse. Keeping that belly button sort of stitched into the spine. And one last time, exhale it. Inhale it up. And then place that palm down, knee comes down, come back into a momentary child's pose, arms in front. And then we're going to come forward, bring the knees underneath the hips, curl the toes under, and we're going to come up into a downward dog. So just walk the feet, pedaling the feet. Fingers are spread wide, you're pressing into the top knuckles of those fingers. Bend the left knee, right heel comes down to the mat. And switch. And then coming up on the balls of both feet, heels come up. Let that head just relax. And then gently bring the heels down to your edge. Of course, they don't need to touch the mat. Just find your comfortable edge of the pose. One more deep breath. And then ground the weight into that right foot. Inhale, left leg back. And then just step that foot forward. You can use your hands to help you. And back knee comes down. So make sure your weight is grounded into that front foot. Your toe is anchored. And on the inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. And one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. And breathe. Finding your balance. And now place the hands on either side of that front foot. Back knee comes up. And we're just going to play with our balance a little bit. So you can just walk it in, or you can place the fingertips on the ground and just lift that back foot up. So you can keep it anchored or lift it up. If this is very available to you, feel free to come up into Warrior 3, but that's just an option, a more advanced option. Keep breathing, find your focus, play with your edge of balance. And whichever option you chose, whether it was to lift your hands up or to keep them on the ground, bring them back to the ground, bend that knee, place that foot parallel. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Keep those knees bent. Straighten out the back, flatten it out again for reverse swan dive up. Inhale it up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Relax the shoulders, bend the knees, and just tilting over to the left. Inhale it up, over to the right. Inhale it up, lock the thumbs looking up. And then just on the exhale, bring the hands down, interlace the fingertips behind you, and just look up. And then release the hands, inhale them back to heart center. Bend your knees, inhale, arms up. One more time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms onto the mat. Come down with the knees in plank, top of the feet on the mat. And we're just gonna look over the left shoulder, letting the right side dip down. So this is a great pose if you spend a lot of time sitting or driving, just to release those hip flexors. Inhale back to center and look over the right shoulder to the right foot, letting the left side dip down. And back to center. And then on the exhale, you can either keep the knees up or keep them down. Bend the elbows, brushing by the ribs all the way down. Inhale, circle it back up for cobra. Exhale down. One more time, inhale it up. Exhale it down. And this time, circling the shoulders back, just let the hands come off. So let your back be doing all the work. And breathe. Exhale it down. Extending the fingertips off the mat, tenting them. Circle the shoulders back and come up as far as feels comfortable. And lower it down, looking over to the left. Inhale back to center, looking over to the right. Back to center, place the hands under the shoulders, curl the toes, hips back to heels, and up again one more time for downward dog. Keep breathing. And now ground the weight into that left foot. Inhale, right leg back, and just step it forward. Back knee comes down, we're in a low lunge. And just make sure that knee is stacked over the ankle, your foot is grounded, your toe is anchored. And inhale it up. Exhale to heart center. Find your balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. Two more times. Exhale to heart center. And one last time. Keep breathing. Feel that grounding. And then bring your hands on either side of that front foot. So then bring that back knee up. And then walk that back foot in a little bit. Playing with our balance, so either bring the fingertips onto the floor in front of you, ground in front of you, and lift that back leg up, or you can keep it anchored. Just play with the edge of where you're at today. You can just lift one set of fingers and then the other. You can wrap them around the shin, or if you'd like, and it's already part of your practice, come into warrior three and keep breathing. Really finding that focus, finding that drishti. And then place the fingertips back down. That Foot comes down, parallel. Relaxing the shoulders, taking the elbows in the hands, rock back and forth. Release the elbows, bend the knees, and we're going to ragdoll up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale it up. Exhale to heart center. And then we're just going to take a moment in mountain pose. So opening up the arms, the palms to the front. Sorry, I'm just going to start that one again. Can you see me in this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Head to toe.
What?
Your head to toe and your arms are straight up.
Okay. So we're going to take a moment in mountain pose. So let your arms fall by your side. You can circle the shoulders back if that feels right. Soften the knees in order to keep that pelvis neutral. Palms open in front of you. Reaching down so those shoulders are reaching away from the ears. Crown of the head reaching up. And breathe. Really feel the four corners of your feet grounded into the earth. Feel your energetic body connected to both earth and air. And perhaps connect to that mountain, that sense of strength within you. That part which is solid, strong. And then wiggle the fingers. Inhale, arms up. Back to heart center. And then just ground the weight into that right foot. Bring the left heel up, rotating the knee out. We're going to go into tree pose. So pick whichever serves you best. If this is where you're at today, that is completely fine. Maybe even bringing the toe right to the ankle. If you can bring that foot up to your thigh, feel free to do that. Basically anywhere along the leg except for your knee. So if it's at your knee, either bring it higher or lower it to the shin. And find your balance. Find your drishti, find one focal point. Option to open the arms up. And breathe. I like to think of this as a pose of abundance, welcoming good things in. And then bring the hands to heart center, soften that standing leg, and bring it down. And you just ease out the shoulders and hips a little bit. Now ground the weight into the left foot, right heel comes up, rotate the knee out. And again, just find what suits you best. I'm on a bit of uneven ground, so not sure what's going to happen next. So you can bring the foot up to the shin or all the way up to the thigh. And knew it. And breathe. Keep breathing. Option to open the arms up, thumb and forefinger together. Find your focal point. And on the exhale, bring the hands together, soften that standing leg, foot comes down, and just ease out the shoulders and the hips. Now, on the inhale, bring the arms up. And on the exhale, bring the left arm underneath the right, palms facing each other for eagle. So if your hands don't touch, that's fine. Just find what works best for you. Keep breathing. And now we're going to lift, we're going to bend that left knee. So on the exhale, keep Keeping both knees a bit soft, but more on the left knee. We're going to come all the way down. Inhale it back up. And exhale it down. Now you can do that one more time. If eagle pose is already part of your practice, perhaps bring that left knee up and across and hook the foot around the calf. Listen to your body today though. And then option on the exhale to come down. Otherwise, just do the version that we just did with the knee bent. On the inhale, bring it back up. And release that foot. Inhale, arms up. And exhale to heart center. We're just going to take a moment to reach the arms out and open ourselves up. And then bring the hands down. Inhale, arms up. And this time the right goes underneath the left, palms facing each other, but again, find what works best for you. It's completely fine. Both knees are soft. Bend that right knee, and on the exhale, come all the way down. With focus, just inhaling it back up. Exhale it down. And now you can do that version one more time, or if you'd like, ground the weight into that left foot, bring the right knee up, an option to hook that foot around the calf. And another option, of course, on the exhale to come down, or you can just hold it up in your pose. Inhale it up. So from the top of your mat, we're going to go into Warrior Two. So just step that right foot back, and it's perpendicular to the front foot. So that front heel is intersecting that back foot. Inhale, arms open. Your gaze is over those front fingertips. And you can rotate the palms up if you'd like, just to make sure those shoulders aren't creeping up into earrings. And then back. Find your focus. And on the exhale, we're just going to reach the fingertips forward, keeping the lower body still. Inhale it back. So you can imagine if someone's standing in front of you, pulling on your fingertips if you'd like. Inhale it back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And one last time. Inhale it back. And then back to neutral. And now we're going to place that forearm onto the thigh, extend right arm over. And just for a moment, and then back up into Exalted Warrior. Back hand comes to back thigh. And then we're going to go back into Warrior Two just for a moment. Straighten up that front leg. You can walk that back foot in a little bit. We're going to go into Triangle, Trikonasana. And then reach those fingertips as far as you can. When you're at your edge, just let those fingertips come down. Back arm comes up to the ceiling or sky. It doesn't matter how low you can go in this pose. It's more about narrowing the body. So stacking that back hip behind the front one. Think of sort of being between two waterfalls. Grounding the feet, reaching that top arm up. Feel the energy reaching out, both up and grounded. One more deep breath. Bend that front knee, inhale it back up into Exalted Warrior. Front arm comes down, and then just interlace the hands behind you, or just place them on your lower back, whichever works. Then walk the back toes in, so your feet are parallel. You can even do a slight pigeon toe if you'd like, whatever serves you best. And we're going to look up. Inhale it up. And exhale, forward fold. And you can bring those arms out if you'd like. You can even keep them in Temple Mudra. And breathe. Inhale it back up. Pressing into the outer edges of the feet. Inhale it up. And then release the hands back to heart center. Rotate. Rotate the right foot out. Back foot is it parallel, is perpendicular. Inhale, arms open. We're back in warrior two. And breathe. You can rotate those palms up again. Exhale it out. And on your next exhale, reach the fingertips forward. Inhale it back. Again, keeping that lower body still. Exhale forward. Inhale it back. And one more time. And then back to center. Bend that forearm onto the thigh, extended angle. Not very long, we're not going to stay here. Inhale it up, back up into exalted warrior. And then back into warrior two, just for a moment. Walk that back foot in, or in my case, I think you're going to bring that front foot back. Straighten out the leg. Now, in order to protect the knee, just engage that quadricep. You can keep even a micro bend in the knee if that serves you best, but the most important part is protect it with an engaged thigh. Reach the fingertips as far as you can, and then when you come to your edge, fingertips come down, back arm up to the sky, and reach. Again, it's not so important to come all the way down. It's more important to stack that back hip behind the front one. Feel the twist while you're grounded. And breathe. One more deep breath. And then bend that front knee. Inhale it up. Bring that hand behind you. Either place it on your lower back or interlace the hands. Straighten out the front leg. Rotate the toes in. Inhale it up. And exhale down. You can go in temple mudra if you'd like. And we're going to roll it back up. This is just an option. You can keep it down if that serves you best. And exhale it down. Release the hands. Place them on the mat in front of you. Deep breath. Right fingertips centered above like a triangle. Inhale, left arm up. And inhaling that arm up. One more time. And on the exhale, bring it back down, replacing the right hand with the left. Right arm comes up. Feel your feet still grounded. And bring it, circle that arm. Inhale it back up. And one more time. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. And exhale it back down. Flatten out the back. And come down as far as feels comfortable. Just wiggle it all out, relax it. And now just bring the feet in gently. Hips to the side. And then we're in boat pose, so feet come in front, bend the knees, straighten out the back. You can keep it here, just the heels up, or bring it up. Keep breathing. Or if you'd like to heat up the body more, you can straighten out the legs. So just choose whatever works best for you. Here, here. Keep breathing. And bring it down. Soften the back over the legs. And we're going to roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Well, hopefully you can still see with the dog.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Nice, and then just bring the knees into the chest. And now we're going to take the right arm underneath the left, back into those eagle arms, and then just take that right leg over the left, right knee over the left. And inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring the elbows and the knees together. Inhale it open. Exhale it, close it. And one last time. And then release the legs, release the arms. And then just switch. Bring the left arm underneath the right. Bring the left leg around the right. And on the exhale, just bring the elbow to knee. And release them both. And now just bring the knees into the chest and just circle them. Just small little circles. Keeping that lower back anchored to the ground. And reverse direction. And bring it, knees back into the chest. And now take that right knee, keep it into the chest. Inhale, left leg down. And on the exhale, bring that right knee across the body. And breathe. And bring it back to center. On the exhale, bring that knee back up. So they're both together. Keep the left knee into the chest. Inhale, right leg down. And then bring that leg over. Opening up that left arm. And you can bring your gaze to that other arm. And bring it back to center. And on the next inhale, extend that leg out. And for Shavasana, just bring your arms, bring your arms to your sides the best you can. Relax the legs. Breathe. Just let your focus come back to your breath. Connecting to that heart space. Try and connect to that calmer, deeper, more still part of yourself. And create a bit of space between that running commentary of our mind. Just as the thoughts come, again, let them float by as if they're just surface ripples on a lake and you're looking up from the still bottom. Keep breathing, keep connecting to your body, to your breath. And you can pause the tape and just stay here in Shavasana. It's so important to our practice to actually engage in Shavasana because it's how our body processes what we've just done. So take some time. If it's your time to come out of it, bring the knees up, roll on over to one side. Not deep. And come on up. Take a deep breath. And we're going to close our practice with 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. One more time. Exhaling. May your week or your day, or until I see you next, may you have many moments of ease and joy. Namaste.